The Mysteries of Atacama, when death becomes immortal against time. Imagine a place where it never rains, where the cracked earth looks more like the surface of Mars than Earth. That is the Atacama Desert in Chile. But the most terrifying and astonishing thing here isn't the scorching heat. It's the residents who have lain there for thousands of years, yet remain intact with hair, skin, and even facial expressions. These are the natural mummies of the Chinchorro culture, entities that are challenging all logic regarding chronology and decomposition. 1. The challengers of ancient Egypt. When mentioning mummies, we often think of the magnificent pharaohs and the pyramids, but the truth will make you tip your hat. The mummies in the Atacama date back more than 2,000 years earlier than the Egyptian mummies. While the Egyptians had to use complex chemicals and sophisticated embalming techniques, in the Atacama, Mother Nature did it entirely for free. The oldest Chinchorro mummies date back to about 7,000 years ago, 5,000 BCE. To put that in perspective, when the first Chinchorro people were being mummified, the world was still struggling with primitive stone tools, and the pyramids of Giza weren't even on the drawing board. 2. The miracle and terror of nature. Why didn't they decay? The answer lies in zero humidity. The Atacama Desert is so dry that the microorganisms responsible for decomposition simply cannot survive. Absolute aridity. Some areas here have never recorded a single drop of rain for hundreds of years. High salt content. The soil in Atacama is extremely rich in salt, acting as a natural preservative that sucks the moisture out of the body immediately after death, turning soft tissue into a form of eternal jerky. The result? Mummies found in curled positions, with clothes woven from alpaca wool still retaining their colors, and jet black hair still firmly attached to the scalp as if they had just fallen asleep yesterday. 3. The arsenic mystery, death from within. One of the most unexplainable points puzzling scientists is the concentration of arsenic in these mummies. Geological studies show that the water sources in the Atacama region have natural arsenic levels hundreds of times higher than the safety limit for humans. The Chinchorro people lived and drank this deadly water for millennia. Ancient tragedy. High arsenic levels led to extremely high rates of miscarriage and infant mortality. Spiritual explanation. Many researchers believe that because they witnessed so many heartbreaking deaths of young children, the Chinchorro developed mummification techniques, both artificial and natural, to keep their loved ones by their side longer. They did not view death as an end, but a transformation of state. 4. The tiny mummy Ata, an extraterrestrial hypothesis. Without mentioning Ata, you cannot mention Atacama. The 15-centimeter-long skeleton with a cone-shaped head, when first discovered, caused a global sensation, with many believing it was evidence of aliens. However, science gave a firm but sad answer. DNA showed that Ata was a local human, a fetus with rare genetic mutations related to dwarfism and premature bone development. Once again, the Atacama environment froze a medical tragedy into an enduring mystery. 5. A warning from the past. Today, these mummies face a new enemy, climate change. As air humidity in the Atacama rises due to extreme weather events, mummies that have been immortal for 7,000 years are suddenly being attacked by bacteria, causing their skin to melt into a black liquid layer. This is a wake-up call. What nature preserves, humans can inadvertently destroy. What do we learn from these time travelers? The mummies at Atacama are not just dry corpses, they are a testament to extraordinary adaptation in the face of adversity. They lived, loved, and fought against oblivion by utilizing the very harshness of the desert to become eternal. Standing before a 7,000-year-old mummy, the boundary between the past and the present seems to vanish. We see ourselves in them, the longing to be remembered and the fear of fading into nothingness.